All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect, men, women, children all over the four corners of the earth. All right, shalom, shalom. This another lesson on just dealing with the times that we're in right now with being a time of war. Okay, that's the time that we're in right now. It's not a time of peace. It's not a time of joy. You know, it's not a time of mirth. No, it's a time to where we're in the way Yahawashi is causing these wars to continue to pop off and to escalate. Okay, to incline, to grow. Okay, because Yahawashi is in control. He's the one that's in control of this movie that we see playing out before us. Okay? He's in control. No one else is in. These devils is not in control. See, they think they're in control, but Yahawashi, he's the one that's sitting back calling the plays. Okay, and directing these different moves that these different nations are making. Okay, so this is Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." See that? So these wars and rumors of wars, okay, they must come to pass. Yahawashi is the one that's controlling these different wars, and they must happen, right? But the end is not yet. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places," right? So all these things must happen. It must be pestilence, which pestilence is the these different diseases, and these a plague is these missiles, okay, famines, shortages, okay, earthquakes, okay, all these things are the beginning. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See that? So Yahawashi is the one that's causing these things, and we see that we're living in prophecy. Okay? And we just sitting back praying to Yahawashi because we understand that it's a time of war. We're not in that time of partying, you know, having a good time. No, we're in a time of war. It's a recession out. It's shortages out. Okay? People are barely getting by. Okay? Don't know what they're going to do. You see? But guess what? And then these devils, they try to band-aid it. They try to put a band-aid on it. Okay? You know, they try to put a Band-Aid on the stop of a severe bleeding. It's not going to work. Okay, a Band-Aid is just for a small cut. But when you have a severe cut, it requires some major surgery to be going on. You see that? And then a lot of times you can't even save them. Okay. Well, this time, Yahawashi, when he sent his son, when Yahawah sent his son Yahawashi, that means that it cannot be saved no more, because he's coming back with all power in his hand to destroy, okay, the wicked and to deliver his righteous. Okay, so whatever side you're on, you're gonna get what's coming for you. But Yahawashi is the one that's controlling the playing field, man. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, "To everything there is a season." It says, "And a time to every purpose under the heaven." Verse 8. It says, "A time of love, a time of to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace." See that? So which one are we in then? And it's different times. When you go on, you can go all the way down, but I just jump straight to the point, because that's what the time we're in. We're in that time of war, man. Yahawashi is bringing these different plagues and this pestilence and this destruction. Okay, this is Second Ezra 15 and verse 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord Yahawah by Yahawashi, I will bring plagues upon the world." See that? The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Yahawah by Yahawashi is going to bring these plagues, famine, death, and destruction. Okay? And the ones that amongst spirit goes back to being an Israelite, if they're not of the 1/3 or the elect, they will get caught up in it and be what? Destroyed on this side. See that? 2/3 will be destroyed on this side. So if you are of Israel, then you should take heed of the warnings. Okay, hear what Yahawah Shemashah is saying. But if it's not meant for you to hear, it's just not meant for you to hear. Okay, this is that was real quick on that. This is Second Ezra. Go over to the 16th chapter. In verse 1, it says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloths of sack and hair, and bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" Okay, a sword's being sent, okay, upon these people, okay, over there in that area of Ukraine and Russia right now. There's swords being sent upon these people. What? Meaning the what? These missiles. Okay, because the missiles is the sword. Okay, and they're being sent among those people. You ask any of those people over in Ukraine and Russia, in those areas, ask them, is it a time of peace? Ask them, is it a time of joy and laughter? Okay. No, it's not a time of joy and laughter and peace. Okay? No, it's a time of what? War. That's the timing that they're in. Okay? A time of war. All right? Let's hit Ezekiel 38. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me," 38 and 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog." It says, "The chief priests of Mektash and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus said the Lord, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." Yahawah Shemashah is against Russia and his allies and those nations, man. Okay? He's against them. Okay? And he's going to cause what? Russia and these nations to do what? Bring forth that world destruction. Okay? To bring forth that judgment. Okay? That the Lord promised these nations that he would bring to them. Okay? Over in the Middle East, right? So it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, hosts, and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So Yahawah Shemashah is going to control these different nations, right? Of course he is. He's going to control Russia, okay? He's going to control Ukraine, and he's going to control China. He's going to control America, okay? But mainly, he's going to control Russia, man, and his allies, okay? He's going to control them to do what? To create that war, man. It don't matter if they want to do it or not, see? Because he said, I'm going to put hooks in their jaws and bring them forth. See that? Bring them forth. It says, and all thine armies, horses and horsemen. See that? And it says, even a great company with bucklers and shield, which is what? His allies. His allies. So the nations that's what? Going to side with him, with Russia Yahawashi is controlling them. Okay? Even if they want to, so-called call it quits or whatever and don't want to know, man, Yahawashi is you look at it like this. When you got mules and just like mules plowing the fields and they have the bridle, or horses have that bridle in their mouth, and then they doing what? It controls them. When you riding that horse, okay, and you got that bridle in the mouth and the rings, who's controlling you? Because guess what? You don't want that pressure. When there's pressure, okay, when there's pressure being put up on you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do whatever relieves that pressure. That's what you're gonna try to do, relieve that pressure. Okay? So because you don't, that pressure hurts. Okay, and you try to soothe that by what? Relieving that pressure. So these nations, when you being controlled, you try to do what? You move according to whoever's controlling you. See that? See, we're being the righteous is being led by Yahawashi. Okay, the righteous is being led by Yahawashi. And when the righteous start going off, that's pressure. What you do to relieve that pressure is just follow the spirit of Yahawashi. You see that? You may take a few steps off course, but guess what? You're gonna find yourself back on course if you truly following the spirit of Yahawashi, or should I say, if you are truly one of the Lord's elect. Okay? Because you're gonna follow that because He's controlling you. And the Lord is controlling these different nations. Okay? So they gonna move according to relieve that pressure, and Yahawashi is gonna cause them to be controlled to do what? To push these different buttons, man, to release this thing, man, to turn it up. We don't know what's exactly going to happen, but we do know that Yahawashi is gonna cause Gog and Magog and his allies to do what? Be led over into the land of the Middle East to do what? Be to have judgment upon them, man. We know that. Okay, we know that, right? So it says, I read again, verse 4. It says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling sword." You see that? So let's get Proverbs 21. Yep, gotta get that one. Okay, because hey, whether they like it or not, prophecy must come to pass. They can't stop the prophecy. They can fight against it, but they gonna be led one way or the other by Yahawashi. Okay, to bring forth that fire, man. Okay, this is Proverbs 21:1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahawashi. As the rivers of water, He turneth it wherever so He will." See that? So the Lord is gonna turn these different nations wherever He will. He's gonna cause them to do whatever He want them to do. Okay? And we know what the Lord want them to do according to the prophecies that's wrote. See? That's one thing about the scriptures. The prophecy speaks for themselves. Okay? It said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of the water, He turneth it wherever so He will. Okay? Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. But verse 1 was the point. All right. So back in Ezekiel, verse matter of fact, let's get a precept. Revelation 20 and 8. Revelation 20 and 8. Let me see. Revelation 20 and 8. Right here it says, "And shall go out to deceive, it shall go out and to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle." Why? What's the main reason for God, for Russia, to gather these nations, his allies, to battle, man. And the ones he fight, he gathered them to battle. It says the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. See that? So that's a God. That's what you got to do. And you gonna do according to the Yahawashi word, man. Let's see. You keep going a little bit. Let's see. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. They ain't coming to have a peace talk. No, they coming to have war action. It's gonna be war action. Gomer and all his bands in the house of Togoma of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thine companies that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the Lord is going to gather these nations to do what? Bring forth that judgment, man. That's what the Lord is going to do. Let's get that, Joel, because these nations, they going to come together, right? Right? Gog and Magog going to bring them together. And guess what? Yahawashi going to bring down that judgment up on these different nations, man. See? No matter they try to stop it or not, hey, they're going to be led. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Right? Just like we just read. All the different army and their bands, okay, with bucklers and shields, okay? It says, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. See that? And your pruning hooks into spears. See that? Let's go. Bring forth those war weapons. Okay? Bring forth the war weapons. We're not coming together with a treaty and the sign to have some type. No, they coming together to do what? They bring forth that war. Okay, the Yahawashi promised that they would do, man. Okay, it says, "Let the weak say, I am strong." That's right. See, they got the capability now. See, the nations that was once looked over, they have that capability now. Okay, see, the technology is steady expanding and expanding resources. They expanding resources among these smaller nations, and then they doing what? They testing left and right. Because they getting ready. You see? They getting ready for the battle. They getting ready for that dance. You see? And the way to get ready for it is that you put into practice. How are they putting into practice? By testing. You see that? So now when the battle is ready, they ready. You see that? Everything is being prepared for that dance. You know? It says, let's see, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about hither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahawah. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. That's right. Yahawah Shaphat, man. Yahawashi is going to judge and bring down that destruction upon these nations. And his timing is his timing. It ain't on our time. It's on the Lord's time. Lord's time. Okay? Put ye in his sickle for the harvest is ripe. We don't know when the harvest is ripe. Yahawashi do. Come get ye down, for the press is full. The fats overflow and the wickedness is great, man. Okay, so let's go back to Ezekiel. I'm hit a few more. I ain't gonna make it long. Let's see. You know, you really just have to go through it, man. But I'm gonna try to just hit the main points. But let's see. We left off at verse 8. It said, "After many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is greater, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt, talking about what, America, man. Okay, Israel, America. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. What shall ascend and come like a storm then? Go back to Second Ezra real quick. Second, what shall ascend and come like a storm? Back in, let's see, Second Ezra 16 and verse 3. It says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent upon you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord Yahawah sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Like we keep telling you people that what Yahawashi is in control, man. The Lord say he killeth and maketh alive, man. The Lord is he bring peace and he bring evil. He bring death and destruction. Yahawashi. So thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. What shall do this? These missiles, these arrows that Ezra was talking about, these missiles, that's what's going to come like that. Okay? It says, all right, back in Ezekiel 38:9, it says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be, like a storm. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I got one with come like a storm. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Nah, I ain't gonna okay, we'll keep going. It says, it says, thou shalt be like a cloud and cover the land, right? Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. So these missiles, when they get released, right? Imagine, all right, not even talking about ICBM missiles, just regular missiles. When these nations just say release the missiles that, they able to release, okay, in these wars or whatever, without releasing a nuke. That's a lot of missiles. You see? Think about it now. And they're going to cover the clouds. Okay? They're going to cover the skies. You see? They're going to block out the sun and the moon. Just missiles, because it's a lot of missiles. When them missiles get shot, think about it. When all these missiles get released, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we know with these ICBM missiles, that's the end game right there. That's it. Okay? It's game over for these devils, and guess what? Game on for the Lord's chosen people, for the elect. That's game on time then, like, yes, sir, let's go. You see? It says, let's see, unwalled villages, or verse 11. It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. See that? Oh, and talking about America, man. Over here in Babylon, a lot of people is at rest over here, man. Okay? They not in that time of war. They at rest over here. You see that? They ain't moving with the timing that's going on right now. See, they don't think nothing will be able to touch this place over here. But Yahawashi, here it is. This gonna be the one place that's gonna be totally wiped out. Okay? It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go up, I shall go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, right? To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. See that? To do what? Come in to rob, okay? To take as a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places, man, that are now inhabited. Talking about America. See that? So that's what's going to happen to this place. You see that? That's what the Lord going to allow to come to this place. Okay? How? Through these nations coming together. Okay? And their allies. Okay? Led by Russia. Right? Okay? It says China. Okay? They best believe. See? It says, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nation, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Right. Let me see. I'm gonna read a couple more. All right. Verse 14, it says, therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto God, thus said the Lord God, in that day when my people of Israel dwelleth safely, shalt thou not know it. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and mighty army. A mighty army. Man, these missiles gonna hit these people by surprise, man. Okay? It's gonna hit them because they ain't moving in the spirit. Okay? They're not moving according to Yahawah's righteous spirit. Okay? And he's gonna let his anger out, and he's gonna cause these missiles to do what? Come down up on this place, man. All them riding up on horses. Okay? It says, and thou shalt come up against my people of Israel, talking about the 2/3 of Israel, right? Gonna come up against them because the elect gonna be delivered, right? It says, as a cloud to cover the land, right? Like we read in verse 9, that cloud covering the land, talking about the missiles, it shall be in the latter days, in the last days, right? And I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before thine eyes, right? Yeah, man, so that destruction is coming, man. That destruction is coming, bro. Man, let me hit on. Okay, do a couple more scriptures, we'll close it. It says, thus said the Lord God, Yahawah, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old times by my servant the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years, that I would bring thee against them? And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, said the Lord God, Yahawah, it says that my fury shall come up in my face, that my fury shall come up in my face. See that? The fury of the Lord, Yahawashi. Okay? And in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken, surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, man. These missiles, the destruction is coming, and this is coming from Yahawashi. The Lord says it's going to be a great shaking. Remember, the scriptures say what? That the earth going to rail to and fro like a drunkard, man. Okay, so the Lord going to bring forth this destruction to this place, man. He's going to bring forth this destruction, okay? And it's going to make this, and it's going to be a great shaking, man. It's going to be a great shaking, okay? So yeah, they I hit one more. I hit one more. Let's see. Revelation 16. Verse 15, it says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked, and they shall see his shame. Right. Yahawashi coming like a thief in the night, remember? So no one know when he's coming exactly. You just got to be prepared, okay? You got to be prepared. You got to prepare yourself now. It says, and he gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Hamagagwan. It says, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of the heaven from the throne saying, it is done. And there were voices and thundering and lightning, and there was a great earthquake. See, caused by what? Those missiles. When those missiles hit, man, when those warheads hit, the earth is gonna rail to and fro. This is gonna be a great and mighty shaking in, man. Right? It says, such as not since men were up on the earth, never like this before. So mighty an earthquake and so great. It says, and the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi gonna remember, okay, and he gonna go ahead and destroy this place, okay, for all the wickedness that they've done, okay, to the Lord's chosen people. Okay, for you remember, they stole the land, right, from the Lord's people. Okay, this land was what? Inhabited upon the lies and robbery. Okay, death and destruction. Okay, all the different torture tactics that this place used upon the Lord's chosen people. Guess what? They're gonna have to pay for this, and the Lord haven't forgot none of it. Okay, the Lord haven't forgot none of it. You see that? All the things that the Lord's people had to go through, man, guess what? They gonna pay, man. Okay? It says, and every island fled away, and the mountain were not found. Why? Because of destruction, man. Because of how the power from those missiles that the Lord allowed these devils to create it. To create. Remember? The smith that bloweth the coal, he allowed them to create this technology. Okay? And it says, and there fell upon men a great hail of out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. It says, and men blasphemed Yahweh Shah because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof waxed exceedingly great. You know, so Yahweh Shah is gonna destroy this place, man. You know, right? And hey, we're not gonna do anything. This is of Yahweh Shah. We're telling you what the Lord is going to do, man. You see that? We're going to sit back and be praying to Yahawah Shema Shai. We're praying for mercy. We're praying for deliverance. Okay? But Yahawah Shema Shai is going to destroy this place. Verse 22 back, Ezekiel 38 and 22. It says, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood. Meaning what? He's going to judge. The word plead means to judge. It says, I will plead, meaning he will judge against him with pestilence. See that? Remember, the Lord said we're going to bring pestilence, death, destruction, famine. It says, and with blood. See that? And I will rain upon him and upon his bands and his armies and upon many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstone, fire and brimstone. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. They're going to know that this is of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. See that? When the Lord bring it, remember he directing them, and he's going to cause them to bring forth that destruction, whether they want to or not. Okay, so with that, I pray that this was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.